After much evaluation and deliberation, the first master plan unveiled an integrated portfolio of over 100 coastal protection and restoration projects designed to work together. The most direct method of building land is mechanical marsh creation, pumping dredged sand and sediment through pipelines directly into sinking wetlands.
And they've been able to build what had become open water, rebuild these areas 2 feet above sea level in about 700 acres in about 6 or 7 months, and the plants have come back in. That's proven to work. And of course, the downside of that is as it subsides, you have to redo it again in about 30 years.
But mechanical methods have their critics, saying they're expensive, burn fossil fuels, and cannot build land fast enough to keep up with subsidence and sea level rise. So the master plan also calls for river diversions, a technique that uses the Mississippi River itself to deliver sediments to rebuild the delta.
There's a finite number of tools in our toolbox for coastal restoration. In a place where you have the river, it makes a lot of sense to use the river.
24 miles downriver from New Orleans, in Plaquemine Parish, is the Carnarvon Diversion. Here, engineers created a break in the levee, and when they open the gate, fresh river water and its sediments flow into the wetlands, building the land and giving plant life a foothold.
So we're in a small channel in the middle of this large area we now call the Carnarvon Delta. And if you were here just 5 or 10 years ago, this would have been all open water, for a half mile in every direction. Since this is kind of symbolic of our new delta, new land, we decided to call this Bayou Bonjour. So welcome to the new bayou, and this is something that we can now put on a map rather than take something off the map.
But there's a trade-off here too. River diversions change the salinity of the estuary environment, threatening oyster fisheries and game fish, damaging a valuable ecosystem service, with the cost falling on one group of stakeholders.
There's a lot of unproven methods that we are having a problem with, and that's river diversions. And that's what they're focusing their efforts on, and the most money is going to the engineering design of these river diversions. That will, in effect, wipe out our fishing resources. This parish relies on a tax base from its commercial and recreational fishing industries. If we don't have that, we have nothing. We're off the map.
After multiple scientific studies, computer model analyses, and contentious public debate, the state ultimately identified areas they felt would benefit from river diversions and began construction.
It's honing in on what really matters and trying to get to those key trade-offs. So this is about not using the science to conclusively answer policy questions. It's truly using the science to inform the conversations that are happening and making sure that it's the right science and it's coming at the right time.